Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the vlog section of our channel, our emptiness journey. And today I am coming to you raw. No makeup, no hair done, no preparation. I am just speaking from my heart. These vlogs are really about times that I just feel something in my heart and I just feel led to share. This is something extremely uncomfortable for me. I'm not usually this personal in public. I am a very private person, but this is part of the journey that God has me on, just stretching me and taking me out of my comfort zone, and I am just obeying. So today I want to take you on the spiritual journey that we have been through in regards to this big life change, to this radical change that he has us going through. I've seen RVs as I've seen them many times before. I didn't know much about the RV life except I thought maybe people purchased them and they just went on weekend trips. That was all. Lewis, on the other hand, always wanted one, but it was never a big thing in our marriage. It was never a big discussion. But anyway, so we're coming down the interstate and I see an RV. And I thought it was just crazy idea that got dropped into my spirit. And I told my husband, why don't we just like sell everything and buy an RV and just go travel? My daughter was in the car too, so she jumped on board and we just started fantasizing about it, and I didn't really think much of it. So a week later, I went into the Facebook Marketplace because I just wanted to buy some tables for my living room, which that should tell you I was really not serious about purchasing an RV because I'm still shopping for my house. So I go into my neighborhood to pick up the tables and I see what I thought was this huge bus on this guy's driveway, a for sale sign at their house, and they're taking stuff into what I thought was like this bus. So I jokingly asked the guy, are you selling everything and are you moving into this thing? And he said, actually, that's exactly what we're doing. We're empty nesters and we're just going to travel. So I was dumbfounded. Anyway, I went back home. I told my husband I had so much excitement because I thought this was crazy. There's no such things as coincidences, right? Things always happen for a reason. So we slowly started researching it, and long and behold, I didn't know people purchase these things to live in them full time and travel. That was news to me because that was not my world. So the further we looked into it, the more excited we got, but also the more terrified we got as well, because this is a completely different lifestyle. So Lewis and I began to pray and ask for clarification and guidance and just ask God for his will and to confirm for us exactly what we needed to do. Now, living in an RV obviously is a huge change. It is a completely different lifestyle. We had to not only get used to the limited storage, we had to get creative with the storage. Everything that we do is completely different from living in a sticks and bricks. This part for me is where I am holding on to God's protection. I'm holding on to his word, to his promises. And it's not to say because we believe in Jesus and in God that nothing wrong is going to happen, that life is going to be just perfect and without trials and tribulations. That is not what being a believer is. It just means you have this hope, this higher power, and that we would handle these trials and tribulations in a completely different manner, right? So right now, that is what I'm holding on to. So to be transparent, I found safety in my sticks and bricks. That was my home. That was my safety net. That was my sanctuary. And living in an RV gives you that completely different feeling. It's not only getting used to a different lifestyle, is for us deepening that faith and also to depend on each other Being empty nesters and living in an RV, Lewis and I are more of a team now than we have ever been. Like, we have to depend on each other for everything. Like, I can't allow him to just do the outside stuff while I do the inside stuff, because if something were to happen to him or me, the other person needs to know how to do those things. And the other thing about living in an RV with your spouse is that you have to learn a different way to communicate. You have to learn a different way to give yourself that space and that time and respect each other's time. One thing that I'm loving the most is that not only is our faith changing and it's getting deeper, our marriage is changing as well. And we're also looking at life completely different. In an RV, you don't have a lot of stuff. You don't collect stuff. You're very limited. But there's so much joy. You know, we're not homeless. We have a home. We just get to move our home and we get to travel with our home. So those type of things are exciting for us, that adventure, that learning process, and seeing where God wants to take us. Now, do I know what's the next step, where God wants us to go? I have no clue. I just know for right now, we are currently parked at the Good Samaritan Mission. We're loving it because we're here in nature. I get to help them with different things. We get to be neighbors to each other and enjoy different conversations and just enjoy each other's companies. And I am absolutely loving where we are right now. In the future, we are planning on traveling, but again, let's see where God takes us. I personally don't believe it's just going to see different places in the United States and our family and friends around the United States. I feel like there's a deeper calling for that, but I guess we'll find out together. And as soon as we find out and we journey, then you will be notified as well. And I hope you come with us in our journey. So again, I just wanted to speak from my heart today. And what I don't want you to hear is that we have this perfect life, we have this perfect faith, we have this perfect marriage, because we don't. We're still learning, we're still pressing on. We're just hungrier now more than ever for the word. So if nothing else, I pray that this encourages you to just take a step in whatever direction you feel called to do, and not let fear step in. Just obey and see what God can do in your life, just as he is going to do in our lives. So thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing and liking the video, and feel free to share it with your friends. And I'm glad you're coming with us in our journey. So thank you and have a blessed day.